Assassin's Creed Mirage just got a huge update with a very interesting new feature, permadeath, that also comes with big free rewards. So I want to tell you everything they added and also something they secretly changed, which kind of unfortunate, so let's go. The first thing you'll notice when booting up the game is that after this new patch, you can get a ton of outfits as costumes. They basically added a full Transmog system with this update. So first, you only had a select number of costumes that you could wear over outfits that have actual stats, but now every armor that first only was in the outfit section can now also be selected as a costume, meaning that more combinations are possible. Want the healing over time from the Abbasid Knight outfit, but rock the look of the Zanj Uprising outfit? Well, that's now possible. Or you can equip the Izu outfit for that air assassination perk while rocking the look of the Rostam outfit. Still some issues with the Izu perk, by the way, as you do not really see that the enemies are stunned until much later. But yeah, going back to Transmog, we are now finally free to select any perk we want in combination with the luck that we want. And maybe you already noticed it, but they switched the talisman and the custom die slot in the inventory menu. And it makes sense, because now every outfit is a costume as well. Although you can still only change the color of the outfits that support it. But because of this change, something very interesting happened, because you can now namely get a sneak peek at brand new armor dice that you have not unlocked yet. You do this by selecting the Initiate of Alamut costume and then the turquoise die that you get by following the main story. And now go to the outfit section and there you can see some very cool black versions of these outfits. You sadly can't use them outside of the inventory menu, but these new black or gray version, as the game likes to call them, are rewards for completing the new permadeath mode. So let's look at that. Some combat changes, more fixes. Of course, if you like the video so far, leaving a like would really help me out, and subscribe for everything Assassin's Creed. But the content on the channel and maintaining my team is not possible without sponsors, and the timing for this is really great because there's now a limited time event going on with Monster Hunter where you can get a free legendary character. Yeah, I'm talking about Raid Shadow Legends, and what was funny about doing sponsors for this game is that when they reached out, because I've done a couple of sponsors for this before, I already played it, like before everyone else started talking about it. From moment one, I was impressed by the amount of depth for a mobile game, and there's also a ton of content, from a big campaign to dungeon bosses, an arena, and they just launched the Cursed City, a new later game activity where you make your way through this city and even have to fight two bosses at the same time and can get a really powerful character for free. And again, if you start playing before February 27th, then you can get the Monster Hunter Blade Master. So totally check the game out for free via the special link in the video description or by using my QR code that you see on screen. And if you are a new player, you get even more cool loot and even an epic boss killer, Juliana, if you hit level 15. So again, check the link in the video description. You can also join my clan if you want, search JorRaptor. And now let's get back into the video. We got many visual fixes with this patch. One is for the physics of the Russian costumes. So the black and gold variant from the Helix shop and the white one you can get for free in the Ubisoft Connect section of the game. So while I think it's hard to notice if you're just playing the game, I really focus on like jumping around before and after the update, and then you do notice that the rope physics are a bit better. I think you could easily spot though were the visual issues with the leather sleeve on the right arm of Bayek's outfit. Yes, this doesn't look great, but now after the patch it looks way better as it was intended, so really nice fix. And as you might know, you get the Bayek outfit when playing New Game Plus, and they also said that they adjusted the hidden blade position whilst player is equipping the Bayek outfit or costume. So you would think that this changes something when selecting the outfit in the inventory menu, but it's kind of hard to notice a difference, and items can still clip through the hidden blades of the Bayek outfit also outside of the inventory menu. So, I'm not sure what they changed, let me know in the comments if you found it. At first, if you would check the Helix weapons in the store, they would not load, so you could not see them. Now they immediately show up after the update, so it's working properly again. I'm still using the Rostam sword in combat in combination with tools of course like the smoke bomb, and at first if you would throw a smoke bomb while the enemy was already ringing the bell, they would not stop and just continue with this action. Well, that's obviously not intended. If you had the tier 3 flammable smoke upgrade, you could already interrupt the enemy because they would just be burning, but but now after the patch, a regular smoke bomb works as well, so the enemy will stop using the alarm. They also had an issue where if you had the extended range on the smoke bomb in combination with the choking fumes upgrade, the damage over time would sometimes not trigger if you would throw the bomb a little to the side of the enemies. So they would still be stunned, but not take damage. Now I tried it against the same enemies, same tactic, and yes, they do take damage when they are hit by the smoke bomb, which is great. And the secret change is for another tool, the trap, because before the update, if you would have the whistle trigger perk and the deadly blast upgrade, you could blow up breakable walls, so skip the puzzle. Well, you already guessed it, they removed this tactic without telling us with this update, so we have to find the oil jars again in a new playthroughs, RIP. So handy to know when you start a permadeath run. To start the permadeath mode, by the way, you can choose to either go for a new game and then select full synchronization, so then you start all the way from the beginning. But you can also select New Game Plus if you have finished the main story, then select a save, a difficulty, and then the permadeath mode. So you have all your gear and upgrades and can immediately start in the open world, which will make things a bit easier. So I want to do a full run on stream, but I have to pick the perfect time for that. Right now I've just been toying around with this mode for the video just to show you what happens when you die, because then you namely see a new stat screen with the difficulty you played, the time you played, the rank you got, so how far you got into the main story, the enemies you killed, and also the conflicts you generated. And then when you hit continue, you will be teleported back to that cutscene where you get into the open world for the first time and can try again. So yeah, it's really brutal. You have to beat the game without dying, and they also note that if you commit illegal actions, so killing civilians or going outside of the authorized map locations, then that will also result in a desync, so then you also have to start all over. So yeah, it's really challenging to beat the game, including the final boss, without dying. Again, I want to try it when I have the time, but FunCrackProductions already achieved this, so big shout out to them. A link to the channel will be in the video description. And they were also kind enough to show the rewards already, so if you beat the permadeath mode on easy, you get a talisman. If you beat it on normal, you get the very awesome white Master Rayan outfit. So basically the same outfit as the black and gold version from the Helix store, but now in the more traditional assassin white and red look. I really like this one. And if you finish the mode on hard, you also get the outfit dice that I talked about earlier. But I'm of two minds, because for one, it's cool that there are rewards for beating the game on permadeath. It's of course an achievement. On the other hand though, I really think that only 1% or maybe even less will beat the mode. And even for those people, you get rewards when there's nothing left to do in the game. There won't be any DLC or anything, and you've already cleared the game for a second time probably without dying. So what will you do with these rewards? So I think it would have been cooler if you got them at the start of permadeath and then could only use them during your run, and then when you beat it, you could unlock it on other saves as well. But yeah, that's sadly not the case. Let me know if you are going after these rewards in the comments down below. Just make sure that you play on hard, so Master Assassin, to immediately unlock everything upon beating the main story in permadeath mode. And playing the game on New Game Plus will make getting them easier, of course, too. So very handy to know about the New Game Plus changes and fixes as well. So again, you get the bayek outfit at the start, but not everyone got the upgrade schematics with that. So they could not upgrade the outfit at the blacksmith. This should now be resolved. There were also issues where you could still interact with the historical codex entries in New Game Plus, or the lost books, even though you already had them in your previous playthrough. I of course already had all the issue items, but could still get the mysterious shards, so that did not make sense because you could not use them again, they were useless. Well, now this should all be fixed, but probably when starting a New Game Plus run, because I could, for example, still get mysterious shards after the patch. I was also not able to talk to the Lost Book Collector in New Game Plus because I already brought him all the books in my previous playthrough. Now after the patch you can talk with him again, and it's worth it to do so because you can get 6 color tokens for free, so basically the reward for completing all the lost books without having to find them again. And this was also the case when going back to Dervis in Baghdad. He would also just immediately give you his rewards in New Game Plus without having to steal his artifacts again. So totally a pro tip for for that permadeath mode in New Game Plus. And they note that they added a surprise Easter egg to the world, a special assassin that you might meet rehearsing the streets. Be sure to snap a photo if you manage to find them. So is this like a cat with an assassin rope or something from the Mr. TV Cow video? We looked around a lot in Baghdad after the patch and could not find anything yet. While there are of course these cats with the AC logo on their face, but this is probably different. Of course, if you find anything, let us know via the input@jorraptor.com email or social media, all JorRaptor, and then I want to highlight it in a future video. Of course, subscribe to not miss those future videos. Want to do a new one on the future of AC very soon, so look forward to that. A like would really help me out, and check out Raid, of course, via the link in the pinned comment. And my previous video is here on screen. I finished Assassin's Creed Nexus, and that video goes in depth on what I learned about the future of the series after beating that game. So watch it if you haven't already, and I will speak to you very soon. Goodbye.